Hiya folks, welcome back to Birds on Board, your home of board gaming excellence. My name is Pigeon, and today we have another special board game unboxing for you. Today we'll be unboxing the board game Sagrada. Now as always, for those crazy folk that don't find my voice appealing, there will be a link in the description to watch this unboxing without my narration. Designed by Daryl Andrews and Adrian Adamescu, and published by Floodgate Games, Sagrada is a game of dice drafting and window crafting. Now, this was a bit of a surprise for me. I misread that game as sangria and assumed we would be making cocktails, but no, it's even better than that. We will be crafting the stained glass windows for the Sagrada Familia in Barcelona, and this, I can give you some spoilers right now, is a very pretty game. And I feel that should be already apparent if you're looking at the box art. This is a very colorful game, and all the components have this slight sheen to it to give the appearance of glass. And here we have our first component. It's the rulebook, nice and concise, very colorful, very bright, lots of diagrams which I absolutely love, and they've seemed to have fit all the rules onto 4 pages, which might make some people feel that the game is quite simple and potentially lacking in areas where you can flex your brain power. Now, I don't think the game is extremely complicated, but what it does have is a lot of room for depth and strategy. So please don't let its beautiful exterior fool you. If you have any skill in planning for the future and applying that to a drafts pick, then you'll be bringing home the win more often than not. And next up we have the Floodgate Games promotional sheet, and I love these because I can fantasize about what my next board game should be. And looking at this side, I think it should be Blitzkrieg, which I really enjoyed when I played that 2-player game. It was nice and quick. And looking at the second page on the back, I think I would like Sagrada Artisans. I can't imagine how a legacy game of Sagrada would play, but I'm very excited to find out. Looking here, we have the score track with that slight glass sheen I mentioned, and on the back we have the round track. Beautiful colors, again very glass-like, and even though all the components have this slight glass sheen that makes them look beautiful and crisp, don't worry, they aren't brittle. These are very strong components. Looking here, we have the score markers, double-sided, one for when you have over 50 points. Thank you. Now, as I've been saying, all these components have this slight sheen to them to make them appear glass. Look what we have here, actual translucent glass beads, and these are amazing. Thank you for these. A lot of people overlook the favor tokens and see the dice as the most beautiful part of this set. I am torn. It might be with the favor tokens for me. So as these are real glass, please be aware that they might explode and shatter if you throw them at the wall. So do not do that. And here we have Floodgate Games with a feedback card. Are you happy? Are you not happy with the game? I always love it when companies do this. It shows their commitment to improving their services. And look at this. We have our player boards. Now these are modeled after the actual window frames of the Sagrada Familia, and I can't overstate how great they look and feel. And look at this, we have more than one, we have 4. So pick your favorite color, and whichever you choose, it's still going to look great. Now, after the window frames, we have the window pattern cards, and what these do is easier shown than explained by words. So I think let's look at a couple of them, nice and bright. They are double-sided, so you have 24 separate patterns. I'll show you now how they actually work. Now, if you cast your mind back only a few minutes, you'll remember these lovely player boards. You thought they were just a pretty face, but no, they have a function. If we push a pattern card up the rear, of the window frame, look what we've got, our own personal window frame with its own unique pattern to match against. Lovely. Now, next up, we have all the cards in the game bound together, and let's go through the types of cards. First up, we have the tool cards. There are 12 of them, and if you look closely, I'll show you another great thing about this game. The tool cards have some text explaining their function, but if you look closely, you'll see a row draft and a dice bag, and along with some subtle notation, they can be used to decipher what they're going to do. And I think it's great when cards have both text and imagery to describe themselves. And here we have the objective cards, and these are split into 10 public objectives and 5 private objectives that you alone are gunning for. Now, if you look at the table as it is, we have a whole bunch of great components, and look at this, we aren't even done yet. We get given a bag that is... Now, after 5 years of being stuck in that bag, we now get to finally see the big the big cheese of this set. We get to see the 90 translucent colored dice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now going through each set one by one, we have the blue dice, which I hold strangely. We have the green dice, which will be your healthiest option. We also have the yellow dice, which can be exchanged for real gold at your local bank. We have the red dice, and these are said to be the tastiest of all the die when licked with the tip of your tongue. And then lastly, rounding up the set, we have the purple dice. Now these, I've been told, are actually quite poisonous. If you smell them up close like this, just kidding, you'll survive. And look at this, all together, what a sight to behold. They are absolutely stunning, and they look even better when in the grid. Lastly, we have the Sagrada Master Artisan card, and this is for bragging rights. When you can show this off and take a photo and post it on Facebook or Twitter, X, or any other social media. Go ahead and tag Birds on Board as well there, please. And finally, it's the time that all my training has paid off for. It's time to pack away at Mach 5. People ask me, Pigeon, how do you pack away so fast? And it's simple. It's very simple. 2-minute noodles 3 times a day, and that's it, actually. And here we can see that bag from earlier, this time filled with the great dice. I hope I don't... Oh, no, not again! Just joking, I'm fine. Now, looking at this insert, everything is contained nice and safely. There's no bulge on the lid. Another great point is that if you decide to sleeve your cards because you are a perfect human being, the box can accommodate that. You can sleeve your cards and still keep them in the insert just fine. That being said, there are expansions, and once you add those, I'm not sure if there will be space anymore. Sagrada is a great looking game, and it plays great as well. What do you think? Are you going to buy Sagrada? What about one of the many expansions? Please leave your comments down below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This has been Birds on Board. I've been Pigeon. Thank you so much for watching. May your rolls forever be in your favor. Happy gaming, folks. Take care. Cheers.